What's up? Home Slice Disc Golf, back with another comparison. I'm Brad, this is Travis.
What we're going to review today is the Discraft Buzzz OS and the Dynamic Disc Justice.
Alright, so for the rims of these two, they're kind of similar. To me, it feels like the edge on this on the Justice is a little bit sharper. On the Buzzz, it's a little bit more rounded, but the slope here seems a little bit more defined. The Buzzz, from all the molds that we have, seems to be a little bit domier than the Justice too. The Justice is very flat. Alright, so the Buzzz OS for me is a very stable disc. Like the Buzzz, like we said in that last video, there's a lot more differences that you can see within the plastics. The Elite Z for me is, I can get it out a lot further than the other plastics, but it still has that hook up at the end. So that's a good one to have. The Big Z, like you saw there, it's a lot more of a meat hook. It's a little domier than the rest of them. They all are going to be good into a headwind. They'll fight out of an ante if they get turned over at all. So that's a good characteristic for an overstable disc. All right, the Justice for me was definitely as stable, if not a little bit more stable than the Buzzz OS. I could not get it as far as the Buzzz OS. I'd say I'd average about 25 to 40 feet less than the Buzzz OS. And the Buzzz OS, I was getting out to around 250 was the average, anywhere from 250 to 275. So 25 to 40 feet less for the Justice. Again, like the Buzzz OS, it'll fight a headwind, and if you put it on an ante, it'll come out of it.
For me, the Buzzz OS is very overstable. Great wind fighting disc. Has a very sharp rim though. So when I hold it with when I'm throwing forehand, it's sharp and it kind of catches on my index knuckle. Its flight numbers are pretty much spot on. It goes for me about 275 on a really good pull. The forehand, it's very finicky for me. Again, I'm not getting the cleanest releases when you do see the forehands, but there's one. It's stable enough to take a good forehand though. If you throw it into a headwind with a forehand, it might turn over a bit, but it'll fade out at the end if you give it enough air. The Justice for me was just a wee bit more stable. Also a little faster, but it didn't equate in distance for us. I think both of us felt that it didn't get nearly as far down the fairway, probably by 50 feet compared to the Buzzz OS. But for me, I had a cleaner release forehand and backhand. It will dump hard on you into a headwind, whatever it is. Forehand, as you could tell, I can throw it on an ante and it fades out hard. Great utility disc. After the comparison, we've both decided on which disc we would choose to bag and which one not to bag. I'm going to bag the Dynamic Disc Justice. It feels better in my hand. I think there's more consistencies in plastic. I like Opto or Lucid much better than the Z, and I get cleaner releases forehand, and that's about it. Other than that, the Buzzz OS is just about as stable and flies a little further actually, but just as a utility disc and a great forehand disc, I'm going to have to go with the Justice. You?
I actually like the Buzzz OS. It's been in my bag for a while. I like it because I can get a little bit more distance out of it. I like the feel a little bit better too. It doesn't feel as aggressive. The rim, it just feels a little bit better in my hand. It is just about as stable, so it fights the wind well. Yeah, I like the Buzzz OS.
Well, thanks for watching.
Like our video, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more.